So, you did it. There's a new, furry, four-legged whirlwind in your life, or one's on the way. And that's just incredible. But it can also be a little chaotic, right? Well, our goal today is to help you feel totally confident, right from the very start. Let's jump in.
That little ball of fluff is finally home. It's the best feeling in the world. But it can also be a little overwhelming. That mix of pure joy and that quiet little voice in your head going, okay, what do I do now? That is completely 100% normal. Don't worry, we've got you covered. You know, a happy life together really starts with preparation. Seriously, getting your home ready before that little pup arrives is probably the single best thing you can do. It makes those first few days so much calmer and safer for everyone involved.
Okay, so puppies basically explore the world with their mouths, which means your job is to become a safety inspector. First, set up a cozy little den that's all theirs, like a crate with a soft blanket. Then, and I'm serious about this, get down on your hands and knees. See the world from their level. All of a sudden, you'll spot all the things that look like fun chew toys to them. Electrical cords, tiny objects they could swallow, and open stairs that are just an accident waiting to happen.
All right, now for the fun part, a shopping trip. You don't need to buy out the entire pet store, but these things right here, these are the absolute essentials. You'll need some sturdy bowls, a comfy bed for their safe space, a bunch of different toys so they chew those instead of your shoes, and of course a leash and collar for all those exciting first walks.
Okay, your home is officially puppy-proofed. Awesome. Now let's get into the daily rhythm of life with a new puppy. We're going to talk about the big three: fuel, fun, and maybe a little surprisingly, a whole lot of fluff and sleep.
And this is so important to remember. A puppy is not just a mini dog. Their needs, especially when it comes to food, are changing at lightning speed. What they need to eat at 6 weeks old is totally different from what they'll need at 6 months old.
And you can really see that change right here. I mean, look, when they're super young, they're just moving off of milk and need soft food like a bunch of times a day. Once they're a bit older, you can switch to a good quality puppy food, but their little tummies still need a few small meals to power all that crazy growing they're doing.
Now, how you feed them is just as important as what you feed them. Number 1, always have fresh, clean water down. Keep mealtimes calm and positive. And here's the secret weapon. Stick to a schedule. A predictable feeding routine means predictable potty breaks. Trust me, this will make house training so much easier.
Okay, and now for a really critical safety moment. A lot of human foods are actually toxic for dogs. This list isn't everything, but these are some of the big ones to watch out for. Chocolate, onions, grapes. You've got to keep these far away from your pup. Oh, and here's a huge one. Never give a dog cooked bones. They can splinter and cause really serious internal damage.
So, we've covered the fuel part. But what about all that energy? I mean, it seems like they have an endless supply, right? They're bouncing off the walls one minute and then completely passed out the next.
And the reason they crash so hard might actually surprise you. Puppies can sleep up to 18, even 20 hours a day. I know, it sounds like a crazy amount, but all that sleep is when the crucial development for their brain and their body is happening. So remember, a sleeping puppy is a growing puppy. Just let them rest.
All right, let's shift gears and talk about their long-term health. Now, this part can feel a little intimidating, but I want you to think about it this way. You're basically building your puppy's personal wellness team. And the captain of that team, it's your vet.
Seriously, don't wait on this. If you can, find a vet you really trust before you even bring your puppy home. They're going to be your go-to partner for literally everything. Vaccines, food advice, that weird thing they do with their ears, you name it. Go ahead and schedule that first checkup within the first week. So at that first visit, your vet is going to map out a vaccination schedule. This is a pretty typical timeline for those core vaccines like DHPP, which is super important because it protects against really serious stuff like distemper and parvo. Your vet will know exactly what your puppy needs based on where you live. So beyond the shots, your vet will guide you through a few other key milestones. They'll get them started on a deworming schedule, which is a must for young puppies, and help you pick out the right flea and tick prevention. And your main job? Just learn the signs of common puppy illnesses so you know right away when you need to give the vet a call. You know, for all the little bumps and scrapes that are bound to happen, having a puppy first aid kit at home is just a really smart move. You can buy one pre-made or just put one together yourself with basics like gauze, antiseptic wipes, and tweezers. It just gives you that extra peace of mind. Okay, so we've covered taking care of their body. Now let's talk about their mind and their heart.
This is where the real magic happens. Training isn't just about making them obedient. It's about building a language and a bond of trust that's going to last their entire life.
So where on earth do you start? Begin with the basics that can literally save their life. Sit and stay are all about safety and control. Come is maybe the most important word you'll ever teach them. And leave it, that's a non-negotiable command that can stop them from eating something dangerous. Start practicing these right from day one.
The golden rule for training a puppy? Keep it short and keep it fun. Their attention spans are tiny, so just aim for a few minutes at a time and always end on a good note with lots of praise and some tasty treats. And just as important as commands is socialization. Safely introducing your pup to new sights, sounds, and friendly faces. That's what builds a confident, happy dog.
If you take away just one thing about training, let it be this. Building your relationship on trust and rewards will always work better than using fear or punishment. You just focus on rewarding the good behaviors, and you're going to build a bond that's absolutely unbreakable.
And please never forget that all the structured training in the world is no substitute for just connection. The time you spend cuddling on the couch, playing in the yard, just talking to them in a gentle voice. That's the stuff that really cements your bond and makes your puppy a true member of the family.
You've now got the essentials to give your puppy an amazing start in life. Just remember that all the schedules and all the training, they're just the building blocks for what really matters, a lifetime of friendship. Now go have some fun. What's your first adventure going to be?